so happened that up here at South Point, I put in an application and they hired me. Like I said, I was there almost 2 years, and there was a former employee there that he had promised me that he was going to show me the collection. You know, he knew Cam and Mr. England, but he left. You know, he all of a sudden he just left that job, and so one day he called me and said, I remember I promised you the tour of the collection. I said, yeah. He said, well, he told me to come down here, gave me the address for RoadScholars. You know, he would give me a tour of the collection. So I came down here and he kind of gave me a tour of RoadScholars. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm at the collection. You know. So after the tour, he sits me down in the office and he just said, I think you make a good fit here. And kind of caught me off guard. I was like, I didn't know I was being interviewed. I thought I was just getting a tour. And so he talked to me. He said, well, think about it, let me know, call me back. And so I thought about it, and I said, man, I'm kind of tired of the service side, because that's what I did all the time, was service. It was pretty much the same thing every day. So I came here, you know, like, I'm looking for a challenge. They laughed at me. They said, oh, you want a challenge? And I actually went back to the dealer and told him, decided I'm gonna leave, you know. They started asking a bunch of questions, and they said, well, what do they offer you? They said, we will match it. So I thought about it again. And then it occurred to me, I said, RoadScholars, they're willing to offer me a job. And then the dealership wasn't ready to do anything until I was about to leave. So I said, yeah, I think I'll go. So I came for the challenge. My name is Ernest Holston. My job title is Restoration Technician. I actually like to solve problems. You know, I've always been that way. I would rather work on something that's got a problem than to just service something. You got something that comes in and it's got an issue, and it's not nothing that you can just see. You can't hook nothing to it and they tell you anything. You basically got to go through the basic check. Is it getting ignition? Is it getting fuel? Is the engine sound enough to run? I used to tell guys, it's like you got to prove something right to prove something wrong. And when you find the thing is off, that's, you say, okay, this is the problem. It's that part that, you know, I like getting into that. We work as a team, and that goes pretty well as long as we work as a team, because we're checking these cars out. A lot of times they haven't been to an event or been driven a distance, and so we are checking them to make sure that they can get there and come back, and you know, everything works well. It's been going pretty good. Usually when we go, we do have some issues. It seems like it's never perfect, but we do learn. I mean, when you run into certain things that happen, you learn ways of getting things repaired, even though you're not at the shop, you're not in your hometown. It was kind of intimidating at first. They said, well, you're going here and you got to get these cars ready so they can run 1,000 miles in the mountains. In my mind, I'm saying, are they going to make it? I said, I can't tell what's going to break. So I just check everything, and you know, the end result is you just make the car safe. Anything that looks like it's going to go, that's what you focus on, and everything else, you just trust that the vehicle was designed to do that, so it should be able to do it again.